Merielle, take 1 mark. Marcella, take 2.
Good play, thank you.
Hi, my name is Merielle Gonzaga. The disorders I actually have are depression, anxiety, bipolar, and borderline personality. I've actually am new to NAMI and I'm glad that they have resources that I can actually look to use in the future. So when it first, they were like, at the time I knew of depression, anxiety. I only had limited knowledge on bipolar and borderline personality. Actually, borderline personality was new to me. I didn't know what that was, so for me that was terrifying, if anything. And then I think the most recent one for me was PTSD. I knew about that, but I didn't think that it would happen from like trauma that, came up from my grandma passing away and a few other things that I won't go into because it's just really a lot to go into. So most of my problems would start like back in, middle school, where basically a lot of issues would start because, you're finding yourself. I was already shy as it was, and I decided, well, why not get involved and like get into student government? So I was running for a position in student government, and there was this one opponent that I had, and he started all these rumors, and I think this was when social media was a really important factor for everyone to like communicate with everyone. Eventually, all the rumors that were 100% not true ended up going to the whole school, and even the administrators all believed them. So it felt like I had no escape and nowhere to like run to, and I only had my parents to like, rely on. I had a hard time just trying to navigate through that at the time. I was trying to confront the person saying like, hey, this isn't cool that you're spreading absolute lies. Like, I don't bully anyone because that's just not what I stand for. It was just the fact that because of his status, considered a popular kid, they believe everything he said just to, when you're in middle school, you want to be friends with the popular kid. It just put me in a position where I felt like I was silenced, in a sense. At the end of the day, I didn't win, obviously, but it's okay. I was okay with not winning. It was just the fact that I did take a step out of my comfort zone to like even try. So that's all that mattered to me. It was just the effort. Now, I still struggle with being vocal about stuff, but it's getting better where I can start vocalizing my opinion on something, but then it's just a matter of like standing firm on what I believe in. I got lucky because my dad actually found me like crying in my bedroom. So he ended up coming up to me and asking me, hey, what's going on? And then I ended up showing him everything. And then it was kind of like, oh, maybe it's just, middle school drama. It'll get better. But then coming to high school, I noticed that I wasn't happy. And I guess somebody found out and eventually told the counselor that I wasn't, as happy as I thought I was. Sorry. And the counselor ended up calling my dad. The whole time I thought that I have disappointed my parents because I think for me it was a cultural thing saying that like, because, my parents went through so much sacrifice just for us to be here, that I shouldn't feel this way. And here I was thinking that there was no point in me being alive. But luckily my dad was just like, okay, if you need help, I will take you. I'll start taking you to therapy if you need help. Sorry. So yeah, my dad offered to take me to therapy, and it turns out a lot of my issues were stemming from the fact that at the time my grandma and my mom were fighting, and it was just kind of dealing with that. And as you know, I love them. It's just that maybe those issues were coming with me to school. Like, we went to group therapy first, where the kids went with a group of kids and the parents went with a group of parents. When it came to the end of therapy, they wanted to see where we were, parent and child relationship. My dad got all the answers right, whereas a lot of the other parents were like, oh, I didn't know you were dealing with this. And they asked, how do you know all these answers with your child? And my dad says, well, we talk a lot, sometimes too much. They try to have both parents there, but my mom just wouldn't, show up because, for her it was just a cultural thing where it's just looked down upon to go to therapy. But my dad was open to trying it just to see if he could help me figure out what's going on. My dad was very crucial in, my healing journey, and right now I don't feel completely healed, but I feel like enough to even just to be here to share with you guys what's been going on. Sometimes I feel like I need to express myself without fear of being judged or saying that maybe I'm taking some things the wrong way.